Really quickly, Kyoto in Japan has banned tourists from parts of the Geisha district amid reports of bad behavior. Um, Residents of Japan's ancient capital have struggled to reconcile the financial boost and return to pre-pandemic visitor numbers with overcrowding and incidents of bad behavior among tourists. They previously tried fining tourists, but that didn't work. So now they're going to ban tourists. The number of foreign visitors to Japan soared 79.5% in January from a year earlier to about 2.69 million. And the largest number of travelers come from South Korea, Taiwan, and China, although that might be controversial in and of itself.
Well, I mean the Taiwan province and the China country. Maybe you should edit that part. Wait.
Okay. Anyway, moving swiftly
Well,
past
Sure.
the commentary
Should countries
on certain islands in the Pacific.
yeah.
well, it's Republic of China and People's Republic of China.
Sure. We'll let the people
But
decide.
still the same China.
Yes, guys, comment in the video.
Yeah, let us know what you
what your
think
opinion is
about Taiwan and China. Okay.
So who? So I
So,
guess
I mean-
who's for this?
I think countries should have a right to ban tourists.
Yeah, I'm completely for this. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't see any negative here. I think I kind of wish some countries did it.
Me too.
Who don't do it, who probably don't have enough. They probably want the revenue that comes in from
Yeah,
the
I
tourism.
don't have
but
any. I don't have any issue with it. If foreign tourists are acting up and degrading society, then yeah, why should they have a right to keep doing it?
Yeah, I think we've had this thing where now like tourism is kind of, obviously I don't want to overgeneralize here, but it is kind of like a one style thing where people are
Oh.
just going along with
Hi.
whatever they want.
Okay, can we have like 5 more minutes? Yeah. Uh, okay. So you were saying that sorry, what was your point?
What was my point?
Countries do
My-
have
my-
the right.
My
Yeah.
point is that they should have the right, and my point was also that tourists have generally we've sort of, it's fallen out of fashion now because a lot of people travel everywhere. But I would assume back in the day it was much more prevalent that as a tourist you would have to actually get immersed in the culture willingly or unwillingly, right? Because a lot of times you just have to go to the country and sort things out, and also you would have to sort of learn what the respectful attitudes are in the country. And now obviously with tourism being much more prevalent and countries having like specific spots for tourism, it has sort of become that tourists bring with them their own ideas about conduct, and they treat everything. I think I really like the line here where one resident said the neighborhood was not a theme park. And I
Yeah.
think that's something that generally, as someone visiting another country, you should always keep in mind, is that obviously you're excited about seeing new things and things you've seen in movies or something in your life, but you have to keep in mind that these are actual people
Yeah.
and an actual heritage and culture, so you can't just act out. I think a lot of people, because they've sort of gotten used to because as a tourist you're kind of like outside of your country, you're kind of like, it's kind of like a field trip when you go outside of school, so you kind of start becoming a bit more unruly and doing whatever you want. But obviously that's not how you should view things as a adult.
Well, also, just because you're paying money to travel and to stay at a hotel or whatever, does not mean you get to like trash the place.
Yeah, that's another thing. Obviously, some
know?
people think that especially in poorer countries, when they go there, they would think that they have some sort of a. Obviously, nobody would say this outright, but it's definitely subconsciously like you're paying a lot of money to stay there.
And to me, it's very wrong on the part of the people who are doing it because number one, like particularly with poor countries who rely on tourism for their industry,
Yeah,
like
they can't allow
it's
this.
like you're just like taking advantage of the fact that they can't put anything, like if they put limits on tourism or stopped tourism, they would suffer severely economically. So you're kind
Yeah.
of like
And they can't
taking
allow
advantage of them.
they can't allow themselves to do what Japan,
Yeah.
for example, has done.
Yeah. Anshin, do you have any difference of opinion?
Well, to have a different opinion, I need to form a different argument.
That is generally how it
I think
I would
we
say-
are running out of time.
No,
Yeah.
yes. I would say William made a fantastic.
William made a fantastic
No.
point. Okay.
Okay,
Oh
we're
my
gonna
God.
end it on William's fantastic point.
No, it's Philip. We know it's our beloved Philip.
So you agree with Philip and me?
Till the time point, yes.
Because of time, you agree with us, but in principle, you don't.
I didn't say that.
Okay, but
Oh,
yes
I-
or no? Do you agree?
Yes and no, yes.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
So you don't have an opinion. Great. Okay. We're running out of time, so we're going to stop there. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
watching. Thank you both. Subscribe, please. And stay tuned. Stay sexy, America. No, just kidding.
Sweet.